my Berea. Don't you know I've thought about you all day? Yeah, I've been longing for some beef and some consomme, sweet Berea. This is surely going to my thighs. Well, I'm a hungry eater and you surely caught my eyes. My Berea, I love you so. Oh, my Berea, Berea, I love you so. I love you.
How's it going, sports fans? It's game day, and the food is hot here at Cadet Mexican Restaurant. Before you settle in to watch the game, whether you're by yourself trying to figure out what you want for dinner, trying to figure out how to feed a bunch of people, why not consider some delicious grub from Cadet Mexican Restaurant? Today, we're highlighting the birria ramen. That's right, I'll say it again, birria ramen. Oh my goodness, I think I just got my mic wet. How do you birria? I have to have a lime. And you're gonna get the best, juiciest limes right here at Cadet Mexican Restaurant. Look at all that juice. So here we have the birria ramen. Oh, this looks so good. I'm digging in. I can't look at it anymore. All right, here we go. That should not be allowed to be that good. My goodness. Folks, get on over here. Get yourself some of this birria ramen. Let them know you heard about it on Heart of Ohio Sports. Why are you still watching me eat? You could be eating this right now. Don't you just want to dig in? I could eat this whole bowl right now. And I'm going to. But I'm not going to make you watch me do it. Tell you what. Call in your order. Cadet Mexican Restaurant, birria ramen. The only place you're going to find this in town, folks. I'm telling you. This is a home run right here. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Cadet Mexican Restaurant. Whether you're a diehard fan rooting for the home team, or you're just looking for some tasty eats for your game day treats, the birria ramen is our featured item here on this game day grub segment, and you're gonna wanna call in your order now. That's right, call Cadet Mexican Restaurant. Mention you saw this segment on our broadcast. You get 15% off your order. Take advantage of this birria ramen special at Cadet Mexican Restaurant. Oh, and don't forget the queso.
Seneca Nation, let's ride.
Welcome to Frost Count Owl Stadium in Tiffin, Ohio, as we have a Week 10 matchup against a couple of teams that know each other pretty darn well. The 6-3 Calvert Senecas playing host to the undefeated Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. Our matchup of the week here at Heart of Ohio Sports on the Extreme. Welcome Good evening. My name's Dominic Helmstetter, and joining me tonight, I've got my good friends sitting right beside me, Zach Dillon, Connor Roush, and Jacob Ellis. Welcome, gentlemen.
Dom, this is going to be a great night of football. I mean, these are two teams that are ready for playoff football. They're ready for this time of year, and it's going to be very fun.
There's no question about that. All right, so just a quick update here. Hopewell-Loudon, they're going to receive the football first. We'll have a chance to look at the Chieftains, but let's first take a look at some of our sponsors here, brought to you by the Xcarre Mexican Restaurant, our pregame show here. And we want to thank all of our many sponsors that we've got at Heart of Ohio Sports. We've got Xcarre Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, National Machinery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., the Ohio Army National Guard, Red Line Lawn Care, Little Hugo's, DAH Wraps, the Advertiser Tribune, Pioneer Seed by Wendy's Seed Service, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Klaus Electric, Bascom Communications, Webster's Industries, the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin, and Journey Financial Solutions Group, all part of the Heart of Ohio Sports team. All right, tonight's matchup features two standout SBC teams, Calvert, Hopewell-Loudon. Calvert comes into tonight, very, very balanced offensive approach, of course, led by none other than Tucker Coleman. Very impressive backfield, brought to you by Cal Warnament. Receiving core is a very balanced group there. Logan DeMoss, Carter Wolf, remember those names. You'll hear them tonight. Of course, they provide very versatile options here. And of course, on the other side, Zach, Hopewell-Loudon, they've got a very explosive offense. Jacoby Ellis, Braylon Martinez. Two names that definitely jump off the page to me, and I got to be honest, Zach, Braylon Martinez, he is a powerhouse. He really packs a punch on the ground there for the Chieftains.
Yeah, Braylon Martinez, he's seen his workload decrease a little bit, but that has not affected the touchdowns at all. They're balancing out this offense, so a lot of different kids are getting looks, but it all seems to come back to Braylon Martinez, like you said. He's got 15 touchdowns on the ground. He's got 4 more through the air, 1 fumble on the season. He is their offense. This is the guy when the big moments happen, when you're in the red zone, this is the guy they're looking at.
And, of course, can't forget about number 8, Kellen Frankert. Okay, so interesting situation here for such a high-profile team. They have 2 quarterbacks, 2 sophomore quarterbacks that get a lot of playing time. Yeah,
Jacoby Ellis and Kevin Frankert, both, like you said, sophomores. And they'll split the carries, though. They do have their own skill sets, right? Jacoby Ellis, he is their passing quarterback. He's their traditional guy. He doesn't run a whole lot. He's got 1,000 yards on the season. He's got 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's thrown about 126 yards a game. Kellen Frankert, he has significantly less, I'd say 99 less attempts than Ellis. He's going to throw for about 32, but he's also going to run for 50 yards a game, 60 yards a game. So he is a threat on the ground, and expect to see them both interchangeably. Like they don't just dedicate one drive's going to be you, one drive's going to be you. They use these two guys kind of in tandem. They complement each other well, and so look tonight for that matchup.
See the Calvert Senecas down there on the football field. They've got those blue pants and those black jerseys going tonight. It is senior night here in Tiffin, Ohio. Had all the seniors walking across midfield here. It's going to be a beautiful day for some football. And, Connor Roush, he was dropping some details for us before the game. And the last time that Calvert was able to defeat Hopewell-Loudon was in 2019 by a score of 24-21.
Yeah, we're looking at we're trying to get his attention, but
he's in the zone. He's checking out everything that we've got here going on down there on the field. So, of course, big thing for Calvert. If they win tonight, they'll get to host a football game. If they lose, it's pretty likely that they're going to be traveling next week in the playoffs. Of course, both teams they have. You see the Senecas rush right through that barrier there. Senecas and the Chieftains, they have both clinched playoff berths, so they'll be seeing Week 11.
They absolutely will. Right now, as it stands, Hopewell at the top of that Division 6 Region 22 standings. They are 8-0. A win tonight, and they are the top seed for sure. a loss tonight, and now they need a little help. They need a Bluffton loss. Looking at the other side of things, Tiffin Calvert comfortably at the number 5 seed here in Division 7, Region 26. So a win tonight for them will help them out in the standings, give them a little bit of easier matchup in the first round.
No question. Of course, Hopewell-Loudon able to come away with a victory last year, 19-7 over the Calvert Senecas. And you see Coach Calatrulio there. He's done an excellent job turning this program around and bringing the Chieftains back to the prominence that he led them to in the 2007-2008 season when they went to back-to-back state championships. Runners-up, of course, but he's looking to do a little bit more damage this time around. And they've got a pretty good team down there, and can be a frightening sight for anybody that matches up against them.
Yeah, they're in the middle of an unprecedented dynasty, right? They are the only team now with 5 outright conference titles. So we're going to look here at establishing the run here is going to be our first key to the game. And that's going to be for both teams, but Calvert specifically. Cal Warnament, he needs to get going. He's a good running back. He's at the top of the SBC River in yards, near the top rather. He has 1,060 on the year. He's averaging about 120 a game, 13 touchdowns, just 1 fumble. He needs to get going if the Senecas team wants to pull it out.
And that's something that we keep talking about, we keep seeing, and that could be a huge thing for them. And Hopewell-Loudon, they've got a pretty stellar defense over there, but if Calvert can get this powerful rushing attack going against the Chieftains, they might be able to keep their powerful offense off on the sidelines.
Yeah, talking about that offense, I have been very impressed with their offensive line. Cooper Snyder, Will Nutter, both senior captains. They have been really good this year. One thing that I really like is they're very active in pass protection, and they are active in the run game. They're not afraid to get to the second level. They chip. There's no wasted movements. They have been an impressive group this year.
All right, as we're getting ready for kickoff here, I think, Zach, one more thing I'd like to add to our keys is that turnover battle. Both teams, I don't know if you say they're turnover prone, but they have similar numbers across the board. Calvert, 8 giveaways, 13 takeaways. Hopewell-Loudon, 7 giveaways and 15 takeaways on the season.
Yeah, led by Logan DeMoss. This is a Calvert team that is opportunistic. They don't commit a lot of penalties. They force their fair share of turnovers, and as the kick is off, that's one guy that I'm looking forward.
And we're off and away as number 11 Ethan Link on the return, and we'll have our first chance to see this Chieftain offense.
Well, X-Gray Mexican Restaurant is a staple in the Tiffin community. Stop in and check out their new look menu with some delicious new items that you have to try for yourself, including the birria pizza. Gather your friends, go get some queso. You deserve it. Treat yourself to the best at X-Gray Mexican Restaurant, located in the Tiffin Mall. X-Gray Mexican Restaurant, your flavorful escape to authentic Mexican dining.
Our keys to the game brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. Make sure you give them a call for all your insurance needs here in Tiffin, Ohio. High snap, and they're going to hand it off to Martinez, who gets the first carry tonight as he plows his way forward for a nice gain.
And this is going to be the guy for Hopewell-Loudon. If they can get Martinez going, it's going to spell good things for that offense. When you're running that tandem at quarterback, it's good to have someone you can rely on who's going to be there all the way. He's going to play every down, offense and defense.
And, of course, number 17, Jacoby Ellis getting the start there at quarterback. You mentioned we got 2 of them, as it looks like Calvert nearly jumped off sides. But Ellis, he's got the start right now, so we'll see how that rotation works itself out. 2nd and 4 from the 31. Fake to Martinez. Ellis, actually, it's going to be number 8, Frankert, who keeps it. Short gain. It looks like he's just shy of the first down marker.
Again, Frankert, he runs a whole lot more than he throws. He's got 81 attempts. That's second only to Martinez on the team. So he is, for all intents and purposes, he is their second back. He's the guy that's going to run it if Martinez needs a breather.
So it's 3rd and 1. for the Chieftains, and it's going to be Martinez. First down, Hopewell-Loudon, as Martinez is able to move those chains.
And they're starting out early. Nice pickup there. This is going to be a sluggish kind of game. You know, they're going to creep up the field. They're going to have good, sustainable drives. They're not going to panic. This is what this Chieftains team has been doing all season.
And Frankert back in there at quarterback, the rushing option. Martinez in motion, quick hitch out to him. He catches it, and he's able to get around a couple defenders, but taken down after a couple yards.
Yeah, swing pass out there. Again, get your athletes in space. I say it every week. At this level, this is what you're going to do. You're swinging that out to Martinez. Try to create those one-on-one matchups, right, where you have a hat on a hat and try to see if you can, all right, make a play, get by a guy, break a tackle, whatever it is, get him away from the rest of that defense.
2nd and 8 from the 42 for the Chieftains. And they've been working that hard count here on the Senecas. Nearly got them a couple plays ago. No go on this one. A little bit more discipline there for the Senecas. And it's going to be Martinez who gets the ball, and he patiently works his way up across the 45-yard line.
Yeah, to speak to that hard count, you're going to use it when the other team knows they need to be firing off the ball. This is a good offensive line. That defense for Calvert, they need to get off the ball. They need to put hands on their offensive linemen fast. So you're going to use that hard count, right? When they start getting on their fingers and they got that white in them because you're just so jacked up, you're so ready to go to snap the ball, you're going to use that hard count to make sure that you're keeping them honest.
So far, so good. They haven't jumped, and it hasn't cost them yet, but we'll see as the game goes on. 3rd and 4, Chieftains are throwing it, and it's going to be number 5, Evan Elric, who gets the ball right around that first down marker. I think they're saying first down indeed. Yeah, he got just enough. Great route by Evan Elric.
Yeah, Xavier Kmet in coverage. He was right on him, but good route there. Ran it right at the stick. You're using, actually, Martinez kind of as a screen. He's coming inside, and he's actually meant to be like the lead blocker on that linebacker there over the middle. Good play call.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Chieftains. Another fresh set of downs. Coach Lento for the Senecas walking around on the sideline, not really happy with that one. And it's going to be number 8, Frankert, who quarterback keeper, and they kind of got his jersey there and pulled him backwards.
Yeah, it's Carter Wolf, and this guy is a stud. He has been all year. He is a really, really good edge rusher in the conference, and he was able to get right over top. He's being blocked. He's turned around. He's able to reach over top of his offensive lineman and get a hand on the quarterback. I mean, that is impressive.
Yeah, Wolf, he's got 55 tackles on the season, so a pretty active member of that Calvert defense. 2nd and 9. Frankert rolling to his right, throws it. He's got his man, Jack Calatrulio, the leading receiver for the Chieftains, and he taken down right around that first down marker.
Yeah, Calatrulio, again, he's one of the deadlier options in the division when it comes to receiving yards. He's got 552 on the season. He's got 3 touchdowns. But again, that's good numbers. He's going to get 70 yards a game just about. And this is your guy to make sure you're keeping that defense honest. You can't commit all out to the run game because you do have a stud out there at wide receiver.
And Frankert only has thrown the ball 28 times this season, so not exactly your pass-first option for the Chieftains. But nonetheless, 3rd and 1 after a positive gain there to Calatrulio. And it's going to be Frankert again who just takes the snap and runs it right past the first down marker. And that's good enough to move those chains.
Yeah, quarterback power going behind that big offensive line. It's working well. This is where Calvert needs to step up. We talked about it in the keys. That defensive line, I mean, they need to buckle down.
And Zach, you'd mentioned in our production meeting that if Chieftains can get to the second level of the Seneca defense, then this could be a long night for Calvert.
Well, they do that all season. They've done it in every game. I mean, they are a really, really good offensive line.
6:26 in the first quarter here from Frost County Stadium. 0-0 as Ellis rolls to his right and throws it. And it's good. It's a catch. That's number 2, Calatrulio with the catch.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it on replay here. Martinez is going to be the first look. He almost gives up on the route right about here. And now your quarterback's flushed out to the right side, makes the catch right at the sideline. Good body control by Calatrulio right there.
Just kind of settled into that dead zone of the defense and waiting for it.
Exactly.
Been very impressed with the Chieftain receivers so far tonight, getting to their points of attack. Right at the chains, right at the line, as you saw with Calatrulio. Pretty great offense here. 2nd and 5, and it's going to be Frankert who keeps the ball and is taken down right around the line of scrimmage there, so it'll bring up 3rd down. And there's that name again, Carter Wolf, in on the tackle, Zach.
Yeah, he looking around at our defensive stats. Carter Wolf, again, he leads the conference in sacks. He's right up there, if I'm remembering right off the top of my head. But he has been a really good edge rusher. Yeah, he's got 9 on the year. He's got 3 forced fumbles.
Pretty active.
Exactly.
Martinez, actually it's Frankert who takes the handoff. So quarterback to quarterback is Frankert getting some run. And wouldn't you know it, 1st down Chieftains.
And like I said, he's kind of their breather back. He'll come in when Martinez needs a bump. So when he's in the game and he's under center, it's almost like a wildcat kind of look. Not afraid to run that quarterback power, not afraid to run the read option. Man, I'd love to see some kind of gimmick package with the 2 quarterbacks there in the backfield.
It's like pick your poison if you're the defense. Who are you going to key in on? And Ellis looking towards the end zone. He's got his receiver. Oh, not able to bring it in. Calatrulio nearly had it.
Yeah, that was the only read. It looked like John Shoemaker out there in coverage gets turned around. I mean, this is a double move right there. Oh, oof. If you're Calatrulio, you're saying, hey, I got to come down with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, he had Schumacher kind of in a spin cycle there, so just missed out. 2nd and 10 after the missed opportunity there. Chieftains at the 26-yard line. 4:27 here in the first quarter. Martinez, great run up the middle, nearly 8 yards on the rush.
Look at that hole the offensive line brings.
The beauty.
Again, they're just able to use the defender's momentum against them. Watch, they just shed everybody outside. The kick out is there.
Oh.
Man, yeah. This is a hard team to stop the run. They just have so many different options, so many different weapons in that offensive line. They are good.
And Braylon Martinez averages about 7 yards a carry, and you see why right there. It's going to be Martinez takes a direct snap, 1st down and a little bit more. Oh, inside the 10-yard line here, and the Chieftains are knocking at that doorstep. Man, we've seen 2 quarterbacks get the ball. We've seen Martinez get the ball. It's hard to keep track of who's going to actually get the snap, and then you've got to account for all the other weapons that they've got on this Chieftain offense.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught it there, but they actually lined Frankert out wide at times, so they'll use him all over the field.
All right, Frankert, he's going to hold on to it, work his way up, maybe a yard there, as Martinez seemed to be the option.
Yeah, they're just so good at just chipping away. You know, none of these players are coming in big chunks. They're just reliable. They can get, what is it called, 4 yards in a cloud of dust. That's what their offense is built around. Good offensive line play.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, you look at it, Martinez averages, 7 yards? Frankert averages nearly 6 yards. I mean, they get what they want, and you're kind of seeing that here on this first drive here. 2nd and 7 as Martinez is going to be hitting the backfield as he falls forward here, so that'll bring up 3rd and 7. 3rd and goal from the 7, rather, for the Chieftains.
Take a look. Anderson Hart coming off the edge here. He's just reading that guard. He wraps around behind the lead blocker. It was Noah Baddick.
And Martinez coming up hobbling a little bit after that run as his ankle seemed to get kind of twisted in the scrum down there on the field. So we'll see how that affects his ability. You can still see he's hopping just a little bit and favoring that right ankle. So 3rd down and goal from the 7-yard line here. And it's Ellis rolling to his right. He throws it. He's got a man. Touchdown, Chieftains. Ellis to Frankert, and the Hopewell-Loudon offense scores first.
Picture perfect screenplay. Frankert coming out of the backfield just pops right behind that offensive line. He steps up like he's going to pick up a block and pass pro. Nope, dips. I would actually like to see this ball get thrown a little bit earlier, but the defender in coverage, the defensive lineman out there just stuck around a little too long. Who's that, 77, I believe? Cameron Moyer read it, felt it, but just got a little bit too far behind him.
Chieftains score a touchdown on a 7-yard pitch and catch. Now they're going for 2 here. As you see Ellis rolling to the right. He throws it. It's knocked away. Calvert denies him. That's going to be 6-0 Hopewell-Loudon after the failed 2-point conversion.
John Shoemaker reading the coverage perfectly. I thought he came up with that ball, but
yeah.
I think he did, but they're saying the conversion was no good, so an interception there.
So huge play by John Schumacher to deny the 2-point conversion. Chieftains have a 6-0 lead.
At Journey Financial Solutions Group, we're here for you and life's journey. From the excitement of your new job and family, to your beautiful home, and maybe a larger vehicle, to when retirement arrives and you can relax more and spend time with fresh new faces. Investments, financial planning, insurance. At Journey Financial Solutions Group. Visit us online to learn more or reach out today.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports here in Tiffin, Ohio, as the Calvert Senecas are hosting the Hopewell-Loudon, the undefeated Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, here in an SBC showdown in our Week 10 matchup here at Heart of Ohio Sports on the Extreme. Dominic Helmstetter, Zach Dillon, Connor Roush on the call. Of course, we got Jacob Ellis doing the graphics. And moments ago, the Chieftains punched it in for the first score of the night, and they've got themselves a 6-0 lead.
Again, Shoemaker out here in coverage. It's one-on-one, reads the route all the way.
So a very long, methodical drive by the Chieftain offense. Very impressive. Kind of able to run the ball all over the place here, and now the Senecas have to come back, and they need to respond. And that's exactly what we're going to see as Kimmett has the return. He's going to be taken down right around the 25-yard line. Have a first chance to see this Senecas offense tonight.
So again, like we said in the pregame, this is all going to be about Cal Warnerman. Can they establish the run early? Can they pick up these chunk plays? Can they get to the second level with their offensive line? I mean, this is their guy.
Their bell cow back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons here for Warnerman. And see if he can tack on to that tonight as the Senecas are able to draw the Chieftains off sides.
Several times on that first drive, and now comes right back to bite him.
So playing some psychological warfare out there with the hard counts. All right, with the penalty, it's 1st and 5 from the 30-yard line here for the Senecas, as you've got Coleman throwing it off to the side, and it's number 22, John Schumacher, unable to bring it in.
Yeah, bad ball by Coleman. A little high.
A little wobbly.
A little wobbly. You're running that almost like a screen out there. And your motion man comes across in like he's going to be their lead blocker right here, number 10.
Schumacher looked like he had a little space, too.
Oh, yeah. Logan DeMoss goes out there as the lead blocker. Looks like there actually wasn't that much room to run, but
2nd and 5 from the 30 for the Senecas here. See what they're able to do on this one. They're going to hand it off, fake it, and pitch it back out there. Looks like DeMoss who gets it and works his way up to the 32-yard line.
Same look as last time. Logan Moss comes across in motion. This time they're going to use him as the bubble man. Took a big shot right there at the point of contact, spun off. Nice gain from Logan DeMoss.
DeMoss, their lead pass catcher, I believe, has 22 catches, 400 yards on the season. First on the team there, so somebody you want to keep an eye on. He's sure to get a few passes thrown his way tonight. 3rd and 3 from the 32-yard line. And it's Warneman who's going to take that handoff, and he's going to be short of the first down marker there, Zach, as we've taken 1 minute off the clock, and Seneca's looking at a 4th down.
Yeah, credit to that Hopewell-Loudon defense. You're pulling both your guards. You're pulling your backside guard and tackle on this counter, and big number 70 for the Chieftains. That is Captain Will Nutter again. At this level of football, you got guys going both ways. You got guys being studs at both ways, offensively and defensively. He held it down through 2 kickout blocks.
Seneca's forced to punt the ball away. Fair catch there by number 16, Brody Brickman. And the Chieftains offense are going to come back out onto the field. We saw about 90 seconds of offense for the Senecas. Connor, what are you seeing out there?
I mean, just the game plan so far for the Chieftains, wear down your opponent. And like you guys said, what was that, 10-minute drive just about?
Yeah.
That first one, and then you 3-and-out the Senecas right away.
Oof.
So you got to be thinking about the Senecas defense on how much can they handle and control before they're fatigued.
Great point. You know, Zach, I wonder, if you're on the offense for Calvert, how hard is it to stand there pretty much the entire quarter, then go out there and try to microwave a possession?
Again, you're still fresh, right? And that's the biggest thing when it comes to offenses. You're not tired, you're not worn down, so some of the chemistry stuff should be hammered out.
Frankert, quarterback keeper, as he'll be drugged to the ground. So you were saying you're fresh, chemistry's good, but it just didn't translate here for the Senecas on that first one.
Exactly. It's that defense. We're ending the quarter already. It's now 2nd drive for Hopewell.
All right, you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. It is 6-0 Chieftains over the Senecas.
Stay right here. You're locked in on Heart of Ohio Sports.
From the game to online, Baskin Communications has you covered. Since 1906, Baskin Communications has been here for you. Because we're not just serving your community, we're part of it. Trust your local cooperative for fast, reliable fiber internet. Connect with us today and experience the difference of local, dependable service that's built for you. Baskin Communications, your neighbor, your network. Contact us at Baskin Communications for more information.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Tiffin, Ohio. We've got a great SBC matchup here in Week 10 as you see the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, a little pitch and catch to Colatrulio, flag down on the field, and we'll
against the Chieftains, and that's exactly what it is.
That's their second penalty here in about 12 minutes.
By the spot of the flag, I'm thinking this is going to be, right there on the outside. Your outside receiver, that is number 5, Evan Ulrich. Couldn't quite get the block there on the Moss. So a really nice pickup at first is now negated.
Yeah, there's no doubt here. Okay, so first quarter of action here. It's 6-0, obviously, but the first possession that the Chieftains had, they took 10 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. We saw about 90 seconds of action from the Calvert offense, and here we are again with the Chieftains offense in their second possession of the night, and they're facing a 2nd and 17 from the 28-yard line. Here we go. Ellis slings it to Calatrulio, and he's going to be taken down right where he caught the ball.
Yeah, the defense playing real soft. They have the vertical routes coming on the left side. And that little comebacker by Calatrulio. Nice pickup. Now you're back in third and at least reasonable, right? You're in the same zip code.
No, that's a great point. They were 17 yards. Now they're down to 8 yards here, so it's definitely much more manageable. 3rd and 8 from the 37 here. And you've got Ellis and Frankert in the backfield there. 2 quarterbacks. Ellis looking to pass. He's got his man. Did he catch it? Did he hold on to it? Martinez, the receiver, looked like it might have popped out. First down. The officials have said it, and it's moving. They're moving.
They're working the levels concept here. You're running that short route, running a deep route right behind it, and that's exactly where that ball was placed. Great ball placement there from the quarterback, Ellis.
And these Chieftain receivers have done one heck of a job getting to their points and making sure they know where down and distance is. Just very impressive as Martinez gets the ball and is stopped at the line by the Seneca defense.
Impressed by that whole defensive line in there. Cameron Badgett, number 77, Cam Moyer as well. I mean, they're just disrupting that offensive line. That's what you got to do if you're going to beat this Hopewell team.
2nd and 7 from the 45-yard line here. We've got 10 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first half of play here from Frost County Stadium. Chieftains 6, Seneca 0. Chieftains aim to add to that lead here on this drive. Ellis looking to pass the ball. Throws it to Matthew Wyman, who's going to be hit a couple times, and not much of a gain there by Wyman.
Yeah, great job picking up your boys. Coleman there in coverage. He has them wrapped up. He's ready, and then breaks the tackle. Carter Cook comes in there, makes sure he cleans it up. Right, that's that janitorial work.
So it'll be 3rd and 13 here for the Chieftains after Wyman unable to do really anything with that pitch and catch from Ellis. You see Calatrulio there talking to his quarterback, trying to dial up something that'll pick him up around 13 yards, Zach. If you're the Senecas, you need to stop right here, right now. Give your offense a chance to do some work. Ellis, pressured, steps up, throws it deep. Calatrulio, he's got it! 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Calatrulio. The Chieftains score again.
High stepping in the end zone. I mean, that ball was perfect. Carter Wolf coming off the edge. He even, like, that pressure that he delivers right here from that near side. Oh, steps up in the pocket, doesn't even care about it, delivers a perfect ball, and someone call Randy Moss. I mean, just right over the defender, Calatrulio. You can see why this offense works so well, because you do have weapons at different parts of the field.
Calatrulio with a 58-yard touchdown catch and gets the Chieftains a 2-score lead over the Senecas. Now, the first 2-point conversion was no good. Schumacher able to knock it away. Let's see what they're able to do here as Martinez, the direct back, he's going to take it. He's going to throw it, and incomplete, as it was number 3, Wyatt Crow, the intended receiver. And he had something there, Zach.
They're trying to run like a Tim Tebow pop pass right there out of the Wildcat. He's going to just flush right out to the left side. You stay there. Oh, nobody there, and Martinez kicking himself. I mean, that ball was just too high, wide open receiver. Now, 0 for 2 on 2-point conversions.
Scores 12-0. Hopewell-Loudon has a lead over the hometown Calvert Senecas here, senior night from Tiffin, Ohio. All right, Zach, you're Coach Lento right there. You're down on the field. What are you having your boys do? You don't want them to press. You've got 9 minutes. Try to make something happen. But your offense needs to make something happen. Cannot have another 3 and out.
Well, it's a 2-score game. Your offense, we really didn't even get to see them, a 3 and out. So I think you're still on script here. It means like you're still in your plays that you know you were going to call going into the game. teams typically have like maybe a 10 to 12 play script.
Okay.
Just based off of film that you've had, what you know you're going to do, what you want to do, what you want to accomplish. So I think you're sticking to that still. You want your offense to go out there and show something. Cal Warniment needs to get going, and the run game, that is all momentum based. It is just a matter of getting that snowball rolling downhill, and you got to start somewhere.
There you have it. All right, Seneca's on the return. DeMoss, 30, 35, 40, up to the 44-yard line. Woof. I think that was Logan DeMoss on the return.
That was John Schumacher out there as a lead blocker. Good special teams play. I mean, he reads the defense well, finds lanes. There's that aggressive blocking that I was talking about. Now, good starting field position here for the Senecas.
Absolutely. They're up at actually the 45-yard line here, and this is the kind of start to the drive that you need for the Senecas. 1st and 10 from that 45. They've got 9 minutes, just under 9 minutes here to work with. And, of course, Calvert gets the football first in the second half. So this could be a 2-score swing if they play their cards right here. Okay, it's going to be Warniment out, knocked out of bounds right around the 50-yard line. And the Seneca's got something going, and you called it there. Maybe we should start saying Houdini up here. As Zach, you said, get Warniment going, and what do they do on that first one? They get him going.
He has been their offense all season, a 1,000-yard rusher. Great blocking on the outside. Logan DeMoss comes down from that wide receiver position. It seems like he takes up 2-3 bodies. So that was really good coming on that off-tackle run.
2nd and 4 for the Senecas. Warniment gets another one as he's going to be hit hard at the line, wrapped up. Big number 70, Will Nutter, just didn't want to let him go.
So there was the difference. That first play, you're running off tackle. You're using that horizontal space on the field. This time you're trying that A-gap run, that right up the middle. Your fullback dive, or your running back dive, right into a brick wall.
Yeah, 6'3", let's see, a 6'3", 260-pound brick wall right there. So 3rd and 2 here from the 47. Seneca's over midfield, looking to keep this drive going. They need to convert. Warniment, first down. He got it. And you see DeMoss out front blocking to help him get it, too.
Yeah, and see what they did to Nutting that time on our replay here. They cut block him, basically. So you're using that offensive line to your advantage. Little guys on big guys, trying to get underneath them.
1st and 10. Calvert picks up their first down here, the 7:20 marker in the second quarter. And they've got something to work with here as they need a score. Coleman going to give it to Warniment, and he's going to be swallowed up again by Nutter.
He's looking like a game wrecker right now.
Oh, yes, he is.
Eli Benner. But, I mean, when you're jumping blocks like that, when you're just getting off the ball really quick, look at him on that defensive end, far side of the field, number 70. He's just squeezing down that defensive line. There was no kick out coming for him.
Will Nutter, 3 sacks, forced fumble, a fumble recovery, and a touchdown this season. Game wrecker, yes indeed. 2nd and 11 from the 44. Coleman looking to pass. He's going deep. DeMoss, the intended receiver, just too high, no good. 3rd down for Calvert.
Yeah, it was Carter Wolf, a big tight end, edge rusher. Big guy, really athletic, going up there. That ball a little bit too high. He was trying to throw behind that defense. He also had number 72. That was Aiden Ewald right in his face while he was trying to throw that ball.
Carter Wolf, the intended receiver, unable to bring it in there. It's going to be 3rd and 11 from the 44-yard line here for Calvert. Are we talking 4th down territory here, Zach?
It depends.
It depends. Coleman looking to pass the ball, and nearly picked off by Colatrulio.
Yeah, so from right here, you're not doing it. Colatrulio,
no.
Just like that a 2-point conversion down here at the far end zone, he jumped the route this time.
Man.
It was like a little comebacker, and he just read it the entire way. He
was so close to getting that interception, and if he were to pick it off, he had nothing but green space to run. 4th and 11, and Calvert's going to have to punt the ball away.
Look at this punt coverage. You're sending 2 back deep. You have 3 almost linebackers.
Little pressure here, and it's blocked. Kicked it into the back of his own player, and the Chieftains are going to get the ball at midfield.
Oh, well, I guess the unconventional works, Dom. You're sending some of these guys blitzers. Some of these guys are dropping back and just untouched off the edge. Who was that? Number 23, Adrian Pond, I believe. 28, Mason Reinhart.
Yeah, Chieftains just pushed the blockers right into the lap of the kicker, and he just kicked it right into his own guy. And the Chieftains, great special teams play as they stop the Senecas and gain a few yards in the process.
Yeah, you show that pressure up front, and then you're sending some guys, you're pulling different ones back, and you end up getting 3 defenders right on the 2 personal protectors. That mismatch, and man.
6:17 here in the first half. Chieftains a 2-score lead. They get the ball back after some nifty punt coverage, and they're going to have a quick dump off there to Calatrulio for a short gain.
Yeah, you're running like a jailbreak screen, which comes into the waiting arms of Connor Moyer. You're sending that wide receiver in. Your tacklers are going out, but that didn't work.
2nd and 9 for Hopewell-Loudon. They've got a 12-0 lead, and I imagine they want to add on to that. Of course, the last one came compliments of Calatrulio, Jack Calatrulio. And you see Frankert up to the 40-yard line. Solid gain for the Chieftains as they're so close to that first down marker.
Yeah, you got a flag came in the second level. Let's see where it was. I think you're going to get it right here at number 3 for Hopewell-Loudon. That is Wyatt Crow. You know, it feels like if you keep your elbows tucked in, but you're out there as the offensive player, like, come on. Elbows are inside, but when you're reaching like that and trying to hold them in.
So if you factor in the would-be gain, they essentially lost 10 yards with that transaction down there. Of course, the penalty, their 3rd of the half. So it'll be 2nd and 12 from the 50-yard line for the Chieftains. Frankert looking to throw again. Gets it to Calatrulio, but incomplete as he's unable to bring in that high pass. Frankert, not your number 1 passer on the team, had a chance to throw the ball a couple times here on this one.
Yeah, this is a quick hitter. It's a one-read thing. You're coming right out here to the left side, so this ball needs to be on him now. And so I think he felt that internal clock running out as he's trying to hit his receiver just as he's coming out of the breaks. And so when you feel rushed and you feel like you need to zip that ball in there and you can't quite do it, that's what leads to that high throw.
3rd and 12 for the Chieftains. Ellis looking to pass. He's got his receiver. First down. First down for the Chieftains is not Jack Calatrulio. I didn't catch the number, Zach. First down, Chieftains. Let's remember that. Maybe Wyman.
So we'll take a look at a replay right here. This ball caught short of the 6. Logan DeMoss actually hit him out further. It's Braylon Martinez on the catch. He's maybe not DeMoss, but he was driven past the 6 by the hit.
1st and 10 there from the 36 after a first down pitch and catch. And it's going to be Martinez who gets the carry. He'll work his way up to the 30-yard line, and Chieftains are moving the ball here, Zach.
Yeah, they're pulling that backside tackle, number 55. That's Joe Ewald, using him as the lead blocker, the kick-out guy. Running right up underneath him. There's so many different looks this Chieftain team has to offer.
Make sure you guys stay here for our halftime show brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. We will have our halftime marching band performance brought to you by Forte Music here in Heart of Ohio Sports on the Extreme. About 4 minutes away from that halftime show. All right, here we go. Frankert, quick hitch out to Martinez. Martinez gets around one tackler, hit by 3 more jerseys, and brought down right where he stood. 3rd down coming in for the Chieftains.
Yeah, DeMoss there in the initial contact. He was able to get by the first guy, no one else. They're starting to pick up on this screen game, Dom.
Yeah, Senecas were ready for that one, as nowhere to go for Martinez, and they might have to start dialing it up. Of course, you got to watch out, because they had that long 58-yard touchdown to Calatrulio, and sometimes they just set you up and break your heart. 3rd and 6 from the 32. Ellis connects with Calatrulio. 1st down, Chieftains, as Jack Calatrulio works his way up inside the 25 to keep it alive.
They're just doing it again. I mean, these long drives by the Chieftains are just killer. You take 10 minutes off with the first one. This time, this drive, Dom, do you have the number where this started at? But we're down.
It started at about the 9:30 marker, so we're looking at 6 minutes easily right now on this drive alone.
Yeah, time of possession is a killer right now.
Martinez off to the left, cuts his way back in. Big yardage for Martinez as he hops up and over the pile. That should be enough for another Chieftain 1st down.
Once again, it comes back to vision and offensive line. You're sending that backside tackle. Ewald again. Look at him. Got the kick out block by number 20. Good vision here by Martinez. He could try to stretch that field and break it outside, but no, he's gonna jump cut up underneath. And man, that is one of the best traits you can have as a runner, knowing when to put your foot in the ground, being patient, but then no hesitation when you see that hole.
Martinez very confident, and you can see down there his teammates love him, and he's helping keep him moving as he gets the ball again right up the middle and picks up a few extra yards, and he has the Chieftains knocking on the pearly gates of the end zone, Zach.
And you can see that defensive line for Calvert. I mean, they are fighting hard, but
they've been out there for, 19 minutes here in the first half? That's a tough task.
And you feel that first on your big boys, right? Because every play they are just getting slammed into. These offensive linemen for the Chieftains are athletic. And then you're going to feel it in the second level, in the secondary, once those guys start getting to you.
And you've got players like Wolf and DeMoss who play both ways, and that takes a toll on them and makes it a little bit more difficult for them on offense when they get those chances. As you see, Martinez works his way up inside the 10. So patient. Such a deadly runner there, number 6, Braylon Martinez. So 3rd and 3 coming up.
If you're head coach Calatrulio, you're trying to think, all right, how can we get an extra minute 20 out of these 6 yards that we need, 7 yards that we need?
That's precisely what he's thinking, looking up there at the clock. Down at 1 minute, 9 seconds here. Might have a timeout down on the field.
No,
Was it an official timeout or was it a team timeout?
It was not a timeout. It was a penalty. It was an illegal procedure.
All right. And that's another one.
Again, that clock continues to run. You're going to be in 4th down distance, so maybe that's part of the plan, right?
Maybe. So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and long from the 12-yard line coming up here for Hopewell-Loudon. 2-score lead at the moment. All right, going into halftime, and it looks like Calatrulio is wanting to wind that down and call a timeout. Now we finally got a timeout there. Calatrulio, he lets it go as far as he possibly could. 45 seconds left in the first half of play. Chieftains 12, Seneca 0.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
Welcome back to Frost County Stadium here. We are about 45 seconds away from halftime, and the Chieftains have a 12-0 lead over the Senecas. And, of course, they've got a big 3rd and 8 coming up here from the 12-yard line. All right, let's kick it out to Connor. What are you seeing here, Connor? What do you think the Chieftains are going to do?
I expect them to be aggressive and throw the ball here.
Ooh, all right. So we've seen Frankert throwing it maybe a little bit more than usual. Fakes it, and you called it, Connor. He's going to throw it. He's got a man open. Martinez with the score.
Yeah, play action. Braylon Martinez just flips out. Nobody in coverage. Carter Wolf catches it, but not quite in time. That's that backside safety, his responsibility, and he follows that inside route. Oh, no, and then right out behind him. Great play calling as the Chieftains continue to roll.
Chieftains now with a 3-score lead after Braylon Martinez catches touchdown from Frankert. And the PAT is going to be up and good. So it's now 19-0, Hopewell over Calvert.
Yeah, great drive. Took a lot of time off the clock again. And Calvert, I mean, it just feels like there's just nothing they can do. And it sucks when it comes in just the little chunks, right?
Yeah.
You're just worn down and you all the way down the field. You're fighting hard. It takes a toll on those big boys that play both ways.
I mean, you got to look at it this way. Frankert had, the Hopewell-Loudon, they had a 10-minute drive there in the first quarter, basically used all of it. Quick 3 and out. Then they come back here in the second quarter. They get a quick touchdown to Calatrulio. And then their third drive is a 9-minute drive that just marches methodically down the field, and then they punch it in just like that. 19-0. Kind of a rough start here for the Calvert faithful on senior night.
I have a score update for you guys.
All right, let's hear it.
Kick it over to the adrenaline stream. Mohawk just scored a 50-yard touchdown to take the lead 7-6 ahead of Seneca East. 4 minutes to go in the second.
Great Northern 10 showdown there in Attica, Ohio. We had a chance to see Mohawk last week, and that was a fun football game.
It absolutely was. I've been super impressed with Ben Bogner all year. This year he's really taken a step up and one of the best quarterbacks that will cover all year, I think.
No question. Dual threat, run it, throw it. He kicks it, does it all.
He does. My biggest thing, I know we're talking about a different stream here,
Baby.
But he has really made an improvement on like not forcing balls. He threw a lot of interceptions last year. He knows when to tuck it. He knows when to take the sack. And so that's been an improvement. The reason we're talking about this is Mohawk is absolutely a team that we're looking out for going forward.
No doubt. They're in the playoffs. Calvert's in the playoffs. Hopewell-Loudon, they're in the playoffs. Seneca East in the playoffs. A lot of great football here around the Seneca County area. All right, Seneca's, they've got 37 seconds to see what they can come up with. And they're going to hand it off. And perhaps Coach Lento is content with going into halftime, regroup, and come back out as they get the ball first in the second half.
I mean, that's what it feels like. You're going to run another play. Probably. Man, that first half by Hopewell-Loudon is just crazy. They were really, really good on the offensive line.
Yes.
As they were able to sustain those long drives.
And that's something you were keeping a close eye on in pregame as you were watching them warm up, and you're like, man, they're actually hitting each other down there just to get warmed up. As you see, you've got Warniment getting up there. Should be a first down for Cal Warniment. And after 2 quarters of play here in Tiffin, Ohio, your score is 19-0. Hopewell-Loudon looking to remain undefeated this season.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future one part at a time. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
show with Shake It Off, featuring choreography by one of our very own Swifties, Lainey and I. as well as wish the Calvert band good luck with their performance. We would also like to thank the Hopewell-Loudon community for their continued support of the Chieftain Band. Go Chieftains!
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to tonight's marching band performance, presented by our seniors, Claire Schroed, A.C. Zola, Emma Collins, Allison Ott, and Nina Osborne. Our first song tonight is a senior throwback from their first couple of years. This is The Avengers Theme. Our next song is a senior favorite, so stand up and groove to this funky tune. This is Funky Town. Song is a new tune selected by the entire band. Watch out for our senior soloist, Mina Osborne, on the trumpet. Get ready to rock along to Bon Jovi's It's My Life.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Are they still in Anthony Wayne?
We would like to close our halftime show with the Calvert Alma Mater, performed by our seniors. The seniors would like to thank Mr. Welsh, as well as this year's marching band and flag squad, for making their final year the best one it could have been. Good luck next year. seniors, for all of your hard work over the past 9 years. You will be greatly missed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Calvert Marching Band.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Hey, it's your boys, Dominic
and Connor,
and we're chilling with Zach Dillon here on
Heart of Ohio Sports.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports here on the Extreme from Tiffin, Ohio at Frost County Stadium. It is senior night for the Calvert Senecas, and they've got a daunting task ahead of them as they've got a 19-0 deficit they have to overcome against the undefeated Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. I'm Dominic Helmstetter. Sitting next to me is Zach Dillon here, and I think, Zach, if Senecas are going to make any damage here in the second half, it's got to start right there with number 27, Cal Warneman.
Yeah, Cal Warneman, they're unable to get anything going on the ground so far. 7 rushes for 22 yards, only 1 first down. I'm looking at the passing yards, both of them. They have 2 in the first half. So that offense, under head coach Mike Lentell, they know they need to be different. They know they need to be better. We'll see if that can come out here in the second half. The numbers, looking at them right now, the Chieftain side of things, I mean, it is just lopsided. 131 through the air on 14 attempts, 73 on the ground on 18 attempts, 12 first downs, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers. And Dom, the biggest thing, I don't think I've ever seen the time of possession this lopsided. 17 minutes and 48 seconds for the Chieftains, just 4 minutes and 42 for Calvert. I mean, it is just unprecedented. They're just sustaining these long drives. And every time it's, all right, we'll get to third down, we'll get to fourth down. You know, it's just really, really impressive what the Chieftains have been able to do.
No question, and of course they've done it in a variety of ways. They've been able to pass the ball, rush the ball. They've been able to go deep, so big play, small play. They've kind of covered all the bases there. The only thing they really didn't do well was convert on their two-point conversions there in the first half.
That is exactly correct. They only had the one. Looking at these stats, again, I'd also like to see them clean up penalties a little bit more. 4 penalties for 31 yards. Unlike this team, they are really well coached. They are a disciplined football team. And so that's probably the only thing you're cleaning up if you're Coach Calatrulio, but otherwise, just phenomenal.
Certainly something to think about as you look ahead into the playoffs, which, of course, we'll preview a little bit later. But first, we got second half of play here as third quarter's underway. And the Senecas ready to come out and do some damage here. They really, what do they have to lose here? But, somebody you got to watch out for. I see him on the TV screen. Number 70, Will Nutter, a one-man wrecking crew there on the Chieftain defense.
Yeah, he's playing both ways, and he's playing both ways really, really well. He is one of the bigger guys, if not the biggest guy on the field, just in terms of stature. They'll move him around depending on where they want the matchups. He's always that defensive end, and he is disruptive.
All right, here we go. First drive of the second half for the Senecas. Hoping it's going to be a good one. Fake to Warneman, dump it off to DeMoss. He gets around one defender and works his way up for a short gain there for Calvert.
And we talk about him. There he is again, number 70, Will Nutter. He almost breaks up that screen pass. We'll see right here. Gets his hands up. What does he do? Doesn't panic. He gets his feet flat. He turns back out to the flat, chases down, and helps bring down.
Yeah, he nearly swatted the ball down right back in Coleman's face, and then, as you said, chased it down and got the guy on the ground. Oh, my. 2nd and 9 from the 28-yard line. Coleman in the shotgun there. Gives it to Warneman. And he's going to dive his way forward across the 30-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and long for the Senecas.
Not a great start. I mean, you're coming out of halftime. You feel like you need to put a drive together. You can score 3 touchdowns and a half. It's not an impossible score where we're at right now. But it just feels like
no urgency.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't even say that. It's just the Chieftains just have all the momentum.
All right, Coleman looking to pass the ball. Tosses it. Intended receiver number 6, Xavier Kimmett, incomplete. 4th down for Calvert.
You can tell by the body language there. He is not happy with himself. That ball right in between the numbers. Quick hitter, he's running a hitch.
Oh, man. He was in the right spot. Just not able to bring it in and convert. So 4th down, and the Senecas are going to be forced to punt the ball away. Only taking 90 seconds off the clock, Zach.
And those things really only happen when it feels like, the other team is just this crushing force like the Chieftains have been.
And it's going to be number 1, Wyman, who's going to be taken down just past the 40-yard line. And we'll have another look at this Chieftain offense. And this Chieftain offense, they've done a little bit of everything and gotten everything that they've wanted there in the first half. And Coach Calatrulio there, like you said, he's got a pretty well-oiled machine here.
Yeah, running out Kellen Frankert. Man, when you just have these different things that you can go to, so many different weapons, 2 different quarterbacks that are operating really well, it's just so hard for a defense to catch a break.
It's quite the luxury. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line here. Ellis, actually Frankert, gets it, and he works his way forward. Nice gain on 1st down.
Read option, you're just pulling that ball up underneath. And a nice gain. Again, it is 4 yards in a cloud of dust.
And Ellis right there next to Coach Cal. And he's coming back into the game here, that 2-headed monster there at quarterback. And like you said, it's just so much they can do. Second and 6. coming at you here, and it's going to be Martinez. He's got a first down, and he just puts his shoulder down and runs over the defender. It was DeMoss with the tackle.
Just hard running again by the Chiefs. Look at them, a sense of urgency. They're going to get right back on the ball. They've shown you they can sustain the long drives. Now they're going to try to keep the defense on their heels.
Ellis, high snap, gets it to Martinez. He works his way forward. Another shoulder to the defender as he plows his way up to the 40.
Uncharacteristic high snap from Cooper Snyder, who is really good and has been this year.
DeMoss coming off the field. Looks like he has a bit of a stinger on that right shoulder after he hits Martinez hard. And you hope nothing serious there for that young man. A leading defender, leading receiver, just kind of does it all there for the Senecas.
So now that he's out, you can take advantage through the air, and it looks like that's what they're going to do here. Well, maybe not.
Frankert, he's going to run it. He's like, psych.
But that's the perfect opportunity.
Yeah,
you
you're right.
Capitalize when you find those mismatches, right? You have a leading guy like DeMoss not in the game, and then you're going to check in your quarterback, give a different look. But
so it'll be 3rd and 5 from the, call it 38-yard line here. Chieftains, nice 19-0 lead. Ellis slings it, and it's going to be another first down as number 5, Evan Ulrich, picks up the first and gets those sticks to move. Just make it look so easy, Zach. I don't know how else to describe what we're seeing.
The defensive line, they need to make a stand if they're trying to get a stop right. You got to get pass rushers back into the backfield. You have to get guys who can take up blocks, make it easier for linebackers to read and make the tackle.
Martinez in the Wildcat. He threw the ball once before, but he's going to run it all the way here as he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss.
Shoemaker, the first to get him.
Yep, number 22, John Schumacher with the tackle. Great vision, great job. And he had an excellent defensive play on the 2-point conversion in the first half as he read the ball perfectly and knocked it away, preventing Hopewell-Loudon from getting those 2 points. So Schumacher doing a great job on defense, trying to do his part. You see Logan DeMoss still there on the sideline as they're tending to his arm. Keep an eye on him. 2nd and 13 from the 34 here for the Chieftains. Ellis passes it, able to connect with his receiver. Ulrich again.
Yeah, look at that time. 6 minutes, 30 seconds already.
No rush.
Quarter. I mean, it's just milk that clock. I think that is a little bit of future thinking. You're up 19-0. You want to, how do I put this? You want to run as few plays if you're the Chieftains. You want to keep everybody healthy. You want to minimize that opportunity for injury because you know you're going to make a run here in the playoffs.
Playoffs, that's what it's all about, especially in Chieftain Nation. Bascom, Ohio they're amped and ready to go for the second season. As you see the pass deflected and knocked away by number 13, Lucas Stoltz, the stellar kicker there for Calvert.
Yeah, he came in relief of DeMoss, and they were trying to pick on that guy, the substitution, made him play here. So right what we talked about, attack that guy who comes in. Look what they do. They go right at him, and he comes back and makes a play on the comeback route.
Good job by the young man there. As Stoltz, just a sophomore, getting a little action there on defense. And again, he had a 45-yard field goal last time we had them. I'm pretty sure it was Stoltz there. But Calvert, just so impressive in so many ways with some of their young kids. It'll be fun to see them in a couple years, what they turn into as Calatrillo gets it. First down, Chieftains. Zach trying to verify that. Make sure we got the right name. I think we got the right details here. Was it Lucius?
That was the name that came to my mind. We'll have to go back and look.
Yeah, we got to go back and look. I remember the kick because we were stunned. 45 yards. You don't see that every day on a Friday night. Braylon Martinez, he's got space. It's going to be another touchdown for Martinez as he punches it in from 17 yards out. Just like that, Braylon Martinez with a second score of the night, and the Chieftains are in complete control so far here from Tiffin, Ohio.
Yeah, again, look at him. Martinez, great vision, bumps it to the outside, gets to the pylon. They are just all over Calvert right now.
The PAT. Getting ready for that. We got 5:24 left in the third quarter, and after that PAT, the Chieftains have a 26-0 lead over the Calvert Senecas.
From the game to online, Baskin Communications has you covered. Since 1906, Baskin Communications has been here for you. Because we're not just serving your community, we're part of it. Trust your local cooperative for fast, reliable fiber internet. Connect with us today and experience the difference of local, dependable service that's built for you. Baskin Communications, your neighbor, your network. Contact us at Baskin Communications for more information.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports on the Extreme. Dominic Helmstetter, Zach Dillon here from Tiffin, Ohio at Frost County Stadium. And moments ago, Braylon Martinez making a claim to player of the game as he punched it in from 17 yards out for his second touchdown score, giving the Chieftains a 26-0 lead here in the third quarter of play in this SBC showdown. And golly, Zach, the Chieftains offenses look good, and they've taken up a lot of football time tonight.
They have. They are ready for next week come playoffs. And, man, this is going to be an exciting time of the year. Some teams that we're looking forward to cover.
And Seneca's return up to the 38. We had a little conversation off the air. We got confirmation, and it is Cameron Lucius, that school record 45-yard field goal last week against Woodmore, and that was 2 weeks ago. That was a pretty amazing thing that he did.
Yeah, number 14, Cameron Lucius. I'm glad I was able to remember that one.
Yeah.
1 point for old Zach.
All right, so I don't lose any points, do I?
No.
Okay, I'll accept that. I'll give you your one shining moment tonight. All right, 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line for the Senecas, and Coleman looking to pass the ball. He's got a man downfield. Is he able to connect? No, he is not. Is number 10, Logan DeMoss, the intended receiver.
Good coverage here on the outside. You're running two receivers vertically. Carter Wolf, I want you to turn that one out closer to the sideline. Keep going. You're running that kind of switch, so you're running your inside receiver towards the outside of the field, your outside receiver towards the inside of the field. If he's looking for that ball over his left shoulder, I think you make it a little bit easier on your quarterback. Throw that one out towards the numbers.
Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 from the 39. And Coleman looking to air it out again as he steps up. He's hit as he throws it, but connects with his receiver, and DeMoss hit hard as he goes up for that high pass. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, upended, come right back down on your back. I bet that knocked the wind out of him. Oh, and look, right off the edge, we've talked about him a lot. It's Nutter. And just flip them. That's a couple times that they've tried that, 50-50 ball. Carter Wolf had one earlier, and he came down a little awkwardly. Man, DeMoss, I mean, he was already banged up earlier, and he gets the wind knocked out of him. Not fun.
Injured his right shoulder on defense, gets upended on offense. Just taking a beating in tonight's showdown. My goodness. Great job by DeMoss to hold on to the football, so the catch is good there. 3rd and 1 from the 48-yard line as the Senecas are looking to convert, keep this drive going. They need to get some points up here. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Going to hand it off to Warneman, and he's going to be stuffed at the line. No good. And look who's there pushing and shoving. Number 70 again.
Yeah, great defensive effort. Watch Mason Reinhardt, number 28, fly in here. He's coming downhill all the way. He reads it.
Yep.
Meets him in the hole.
You know, if I was Reinhardt, I would get in behind number 72. He's been getting a lot of space. He's been clearing a lot of space there tonight. Somebody you usually don't hear a lot of the big guys mentioned there, but we've certainly noticed number 70, Will Nutter, making a name for himself tonight. 4th and 1, and Senecas are going to punt the ball away and give it back. And it's going to hit right around the 20, inside the 10, and well, it's going to pick it up. I mean, Brody Brickman gets knocked out.
Fantastic special teams execution. Number 24, Nolan Lee, in the coverage. It was a great punt.
I want to make sure that we thank all of our sponsors here tonight at Heart of Ohio Sports. We've got so many amazing groups around the Seneca County that keep Heart of Ohio Sports going. You see them right there on your screen. X-Corre, Your Legacy, Hope and Fostoria, National Machinery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance, Benchwarmers Restaurant, Forte Music, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., the Ohio Army National Guard, Redline Lawn Care, Little Hugo's, DAH Wraps, Advertiser Tribune, Pioneer Seed, Fiesel's Frame, Klaus Electric, Bascom Communications, Webster Industry, Edward Jones, and Journey Financial Solutions Group. Thank you very much for keeping Heart of Ohio Sports free for everybody to watch, especially as we approach playoff time.
Yeah, we're starting field position today for the Chieftains, and I bet the first thing in their mind is, all right, let's see if we can top that 10-minute drive we had the first time.
Can you top that? I mean, that's very methodical. Yeah,
Sure,
I mean,
you can get 11 minutes.
You could.
I mean, theoretically.
I mean,
you can run that whole quarter.
we do have 15 minutes left tonight, so it's possible, I guess. All right, 2nd and 8 from the 12, 3:30 in the third quarter here. And it's going to be Frankert right up the middle, across the 15-yard line.
Something to mention, if they do come away with a touchdown on this drive, we do enter that 30-point rule. Seems to be a favorite of the Extreme.
We certainly, we have the card.
We do?
Yeah, we do. We've had a few of those this season, last season. I guess it keeps us interesting.
It gets us home.
That's okay. 3rd and 4 from the 16 here. And they've taken their time here. The Chieftains, it's going to be the Wildcat. And they're just going to take it straight up the middle there. And I'm not sure if it was Frankert or Martinez. Couldn't get a good, clean look at the digits. And we'll see here. Still stumbling around. It was Frankert. Great camera work by Connor Roush out there, getting the zoom angle for us so that we can get the number right and the name right.
Yeah, we're going to see an operation we haven't seen so far. This is the punt team for Hopewell-Loudon.
Frankert there, quarterback, running back, receiver, punter. Busy night. Single man back for the Senecas here as they look to get the ball back with 1:43 left in the third quarter. And the punt is up and away. We're going to have a nice return here. Calvert's going to be buried right around midfield. It's number 10, Logan DeMoss.
Man, and there was just nowhere for him to go. Good coverage. The body language is kind of telling the tale. You're down 26-0. I don't know what else you can expect.
Just buried.
So taking a look around at teams that we're going to cover, Calvert is at the top of that list, or Tiffin teams. Hopewell absolutely going forward. Mohawk and Seneca East, I think those are your big four in terms of teams that we will cover here going forward in the first round of the playoffs.
Coleman slings it out to the, he dropped it. Was that even a catch? They're saying incomplete. Look who was there, Will Nutter. They said it was incomplete. I thought he may have had possession, but.
So that close official threw the flag down as if it was a fumble, but I don't think he ever really got his hands on it. Right, that was that marker that came in there at the end. Let's see here. Does he make a football move? Yeah, he just never quite comes up with it.
Clear, beautiful night here in Tiffin, Ohio, 57, 59 degrees. A little breezy out there. Wind gust of about 19 miles per hour. Something to keep an eye on as Coleman airs it out, and DeMoss, the intended receiver, is able to draw a couple of flags. All over him.
Yeah, so this is like a stutter step by DeMoss. Watch him get to about the 40. Yeah, they're right there. So not quite a double move, but that little stutter to try to get the defense off bounds. And then number 19 for the Chieftains, Reese Hoover, he never quite gets his head around. Again, important to remember, not a spot foul, so he'll get that initial bump.
So I believe that's the 5th official penalty on the night for the Chieftains. And it gives Calvert some prime field position. They haven't enjoyed this kind of field position much tonight. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Coleman looking to pass, and he's got his man. And he catches it. Was that DeMoss or was that Wolf? It was Carter Wolf. There we go. Finally able to connect there. Carter Wolf, two-way sensation for the Senecas. Been playing a lot of defense tonight and now getting in on the offensive game. Coming up with a huge gain of 9 yards there for Calvert. And it's a good first down play for them. Second down handoff, and Warnement's going to be taken down short of the first down marker, so that'll bring up 3rd and short for Calvert.
Yeah, just a host of these guys up front. It was a broken play. I mean, there's just that's made possible there by number 55, Joe Ewald. I mean, he gets an incredible push off of his offensive lineman. He shoves him off of his own spot, and then he is wide open to get hands on the running back.
10 seconds here in the third quarter. 3rd and 2. Seneca's looking to just let the clock roll out. So after 3 quarters of play here from Tiffin, Ohio, it is Hopewell-Loudon 26, Calvert 0.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Journey Financial Solutions Group, we're here for you and life's journey. From the excitement of your new job and family, to your beautiful home, and maybe a larger vehicle, to when retirement arrives and you can relax more and spend time with fresh new faces. Investments, financial planning, insurance. At Journey Financial Solutions Group. Visit us online to learn more or reach out today.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
From the game to online, Baskin Communications has you covered. Since 1906, Baskin Communications has been here for you. Because we're not just serving your community, we're part of it. Trust your local cooperative for fast, reliable fiber internet. Connect with us today and experience the difference of local, dependable service that's built for you. Baskin Communications, your neighbor, your network. Contact us at Baskin Communications for more information.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports on the Extreme. We're in the 4th quarter of play here, and the Calvert Seneca is getting right to it as they're trying to make something happen here. Incomplete pass, however. And that'll bring up 4th down yet again here for the Senecas. About a 4th and 2 here. All right, Zach, we've been talking a little bit. Got some scores around the area. What'd you find?
Oh, well, what I found is the only close game in the area seems to be
that's ominous.
Mohawk over Seneca East. They're in the third quarter. Catch that on the A stream. Other scores, Gibsonburg up big over Corey Rawson, 48-0. Cary up big over Bucyrus, 47-0. Colonel Crawford for Winford, 42-0. Perkins over Columbian, 28-7.
There you have it. Our Heart of Ohio sports look around the county. A lot of great teams looking forward to some playoff football. So are we here on the Extreme. As Coleman connects, oh my goodness, just bounced right off his hands. And Tomas is just exhausted, dejected, and unable to do anything about it.
He's having a tough night. He's been playing hard. He's been getting beat up. They're putting him in positions where he has to be the guy to try to make a play against, it seems like, 11 others just on his own. Oh, man, all 3 of those defensive backs focused on that short receiver as Tomas just snuck his way up behind. I mean, if you're hitting that receiver in stride, I mean, that's 6.
Yeah, that is. And the hard part here is Tomas. He's got to have a short memory because he walks right over there and look at him. He's playing defense now. So 1st and 10 from the 29 after the incomplete pass. Chieftains take over on turnover possession here, and they're looking to just run the football as they're going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Offering weightlifting and training services to all area athletes, Josh Landers specializes in injury prevention and weight training. If you or your student athlete find themselves dealing with soft tissue injuries, Josh will work with you to develop a plan that will put you on the best path to core strength and joint stability. Find Landers Strength Syndicate on Instagram. See yourself why the strongest athletes train at Landers Strength Syndicate.
Quarterback keeper, and it's going to be Frankert up to the 40-yard line. Should be another 1st down for the Chieftains. Man, so many, we keep saying it, but I'm going to say it again. So many weapons, so many options. This is going to be a tough football team to face in the playoffs.
Yeah, it is important that these two teams are not in the same division, right? So this is kind of a tune-up game for Hopewell. I mean, they're running this thing outright.
Yeah, Hopewell-Loudon, D6, Region 22, Calvert, Division 7, Region 26. So, yeah, a little bit of a difference on that one. Going to hand it off to Frankert, and this time the Senecas are able to stop him behind the line.
And you can see those numbers. I mean, really, looking at the two sidelines, Calvert, they're just a little bit short-handed. I mean, these guys, it just feels like you're going up against just an impossibly big opponent, right? I mean, the Chieftains, they are extremely well coached, and they just have numbers on them. Not that necessarily they're using them either. I mean, it's the same guys going both ways, but just have that availability.
Yeah, and, that was something I was thinking about before the game. Does Hopewell rely too much on some of those key guys? But then when you really start to dig in, there's like 3-4 key guys that can do it. So 2nd and 11 from the 39 here. And another one of those gentlemen, Frankert, he's going to take it, short gain. That'll bring up 3rd and long for Hopewell-Loudon.
Yeah, Carter Wolf working on Scott Turco, and he is able to make a nice move to get off the block and make a tackle for no gain.
See there, Coach Calatrulio. Doing a great job getting his Chieftains ready. Ellis, deep, incomplete. Kyle Trulio, the intended receiver on that one. And we haven't heard his name mentioned much here in the second half. They were very busy in the first half, but not much action here in the second half. Of course, really haven't needed him as they've just been able to run the football and do what they need to do.
Yeah, Shoemaker and Lee both really good in coverage. That ball, again, you're just trying not to.
So it's 4th and 10. This is only going to be the second punt of the night here for the Chieftains. Calvert's going to get the football back. They've got 8 minutes and 41 seconds left here in the football game. And they're looking to try to salvage some things, get some points on the board before they go into it as it bounces off the fingertips of DeMoss, and he's going to be buried at the 12-yard line. Oh, goodness. Now, Logan DeMoss, not much he could do, not many places he could go as a gaggle of Chieftains take him down.
Yeah, this punt, he's too far up on it. I mean, this one eats him up over his head. He tries to make a Willie Mays catch, and he has to turn around. Good job picking that one off the bounce at least. But not ideal field position for the Senecas.
All right, Seneca's, this might be the last chance they have to do something with it on offense, especially with the amount of time that the Chieftains take.
That's crazy to say with 8.5 minutes left on the clock, but it's absolutely correct here with how the Chieftains have been playing.
So they're just going to run it right up the middle there, and Warneman with a short gain. But, yeah, it's just the time of possession. It was 17 minutes at halftime. And I got to be honest, I stopped keeping track just because they've had the ball so long. But it's only gone up here in the second half. All right, 2nd and 9 from the 14 here. 3 split out to the left, 1 to the right. Coleman looking to his left. He's going to be hit. Taken down at the 5-yard line. It's number 55, Joe Ewald, with a sack.
Yeah, Ewald's been making plays. He's been in and around the quarterback all day. Finally got one. And just overpowers his man coming off the edge. Oh, that is the worst feeling as an offensive tackle. I had it in high school. I don't think I ever had that, but in college, for sure.
Definitely.
I remember a preseason game versus Bluffton. I was out there left tackle, and I remember their sideline said, "Hey, come on, number 98 or whatever his number was. You got this." And he did have it, and he beat me that bad. And I just turned around and like, "Oh no."
I can, as a former tight end, I can say I've never had to deal with that, and I'm glad. All right, a little screen pass here as they're looking to make something happen. And it's knocked away. Are they saying it's down or not? And it was Warneman who had the ball. He's saying that it hit the turf, so it should be down, pleading his case. I think that's what the officials are going to agree to.
Yeah, our top-notch replay system. Let's see where that ball comes out. Great execution, running right underneath that screen pass. Where does the ball come out? I think that comes out of the ground. He knew it right away.
Immediately. He's like, ground. It hit the ground. All right, it is 4th and 3 after that run by Warneman. And Chieftains looking to get another 4th down stop against Calvert, and be fun to see what they do here. The run game has kind of been kept in check tonight, and that was something we said the Senecas need to get going. They just haven't. So timeout, Calvert, with 6 minutes, 5 seconds left in tonight's football game. It is
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports here from Tiffin, Ohio. Dominic Helmstetter, Zach Dillon on the call here from Frost County Stadium. And the Senecas looking to convert on 4th down, but instead they throw an interception, and it's number 19, Reese Hoover, who sucks up that INT to end the drive.
Yeah, short yardage. Your passing game hasn't been doing well. The Chieftains bring 3, and they have 1 and a spy, so they're all out ready for that pass. And I mean, that was overthrown and found its way into the waiting arms of Reese Hoover.
First turnover of the evening belongs to the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. One of the things we talked about in pregame, who can win the turnover battle and who can take advantage. Well, the second part of that equation is going to happen right here as we have yet another chance to see the Chieftain offense. And boy, have they looked good tonight, Zach.
Yeah, that's one thing I will give credit to Calvert. They have had the ball security tonight, barring that first interception. And when you're going against a tougher team like this, I mean, that's important to do.
And we've got a new runner in there. I thought I saw number 21, Kramer, Jason Kramer, getting the carry here. And the Chieftains getting some fresh legs out there to continue to churn out yardage and wind that clock down. .5:30 left in tonight's contest. Of course, you got to make sure you stay right here for our post-game show coming to you in about 5 minutes from your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We will recap all of tonight's action. We're going to preview the playoffs. And, of course, we've got our player of the game coming up. Think hard. Wait. We've been talking a little bit about it. You don't know who it could be. So you want to stay tuned here. Heart of Ohio Sports on the Extreme.
So many guys, so many options. It could be so many things, right?
I know.
The funny thing, I'm looking at this. They're trying to take all those 40 seconds off the play clock each time. If they score a touchdown right here, they're going for it all out. It becomes a running clock, and this game actually probably ends a little quicker.
Yeah. I mean,
just something to think about.
Yeah, Jason Kramer, he's a junior there. He's got 2 consecutive carries here, and all he did was get a first down.
Alrighty, I got a score update for you guys over in Attica. Just under 4 minutes to go. Mohawk is up 15-6.
Barn burner there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 2 really good local teams.
And I mean, we talked about it last week. That was going to be the game. The winner of that one won
league title.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Mohawks just look so good, and Seneca East has looked so good. Jealous. I'm actually surprised.
Hopewell-Loudon's look good tonight.
That is true. But I was going to say, in that game, I actually expected it to be a little bit of a higher scoring affair, I think. But
no.
Yeah, they are slugging it out right now.
Yeah. So good. All right, it's been the Jason Kramer show here on this drive, as over the past couple of minutes he's gotten carry after carry. He's got a first down that he's picked up. He's got a nice solid, 3-yard carry there, so 2nd and 7 according to the scoreboard. And the Chieftains just salting the clock away. Kramer again taken down at the 20. That'll bring up 3rd and long for Hopewell-Loudon. Again, make sure you stay tuned here for our post-game show brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union. They've been part of the community for 70 years. We're delighted. They are delighted to provide a personal touch to an often impersonal industry with a focus on respect and member satisfaction while caring for your financial needs. Stop in at Your Legacy, located at 25 Schaefer Park Drive in Tiffin, Ohio. That's your community, your legacy, federally insured NCUA. Again, your legacy federal credit union, always there for you.
You get a flag comes in there at the end, and you see that pushing and shoving a DeMoss. It hip drops a guy. It's number 55, Ewald. They get.
Night for that young man.
It is, and it's not even necessarily his fault, as this one is going to go against the Chieftains. So Ewald playing through the whistle.
Yeah, so the Chieftains, that'll be their 6th penalty tonight. Again, not a lot to nitpick. 2 failed 2-point conversions and 6 penalties. It's kind of where it starts and ends as far as the performance they put on tape tonight. So after that penalty, it will now be a 3rd and 17 from the 31-yard line for Hopewell-Loudon. We're 2.5 minutes away from the end of this football game. And they're going to hand it off, and it's going to be Kramer again. So a little bit of trivia here for you, Zach. Hopewell-Loudon, they've had 4 straight SBC titles. With the victory tonight, that'll be their 5th straight outright SBC title, and Connor Roush tells us that is an SBC record for SBC teams.
And my understanding is
that is so it's been done before 5, but it's a record for outright titles.
Outright. All right, there you go. So that's a pretty cool little thing there. And, of course, Hopewell-Loudon win tonight allows them to remain number 1 in their region and just keeps them right where they want to be. Hosting a playoff game, prime position to make a run. So, yeah, I thought those were interesting little tidbits that our very own Connor Roush unearthed.
Just an aside, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Bluffton, who would have been 2nd in that division, they are on the wrong end of a 42-0 score to Columbus Grove.
Goodness. Right now. Yikes.
So that was the number 2 seed, and we'll see where things happen, how things shake out.
You know, that kind of ends that debate, right? So timeout down on the field here. 2 minutes, 18 seconds left in tonight's contest. Again, senior night for the Calvert Senecas. Had a chance to see all of those amazing student athletes come across the field, spend some time with their parents down there, enjoy some camaraderie. But things after that have kind of gone downhill a little bit as their football team just not able to handle this very, very tough Chieftain football.
The bright side is that they clinched going into this. My senior night, we lost, and it was not a close game. And that was just such a horrible experience. Like, I was so sad. Everybody around us, it was just a punch in the gut to get blown out the last game you're ever going to play, at least you think you're ever going to play. I mean, it was just not a good experience.
All right, Calvert Senecas have the football here. Coleman's going to hand it off, and it's going to be Warnament, 30-35. First down, a little bit more as he's still moving his legs, 35-40. He's up around the 50-yard line. What direction is he going now? Wrong direction. Other way, as he's going to be taken down at the 45-yard line officially. Definitely a first down, but again, wrong direction. Fall forward, you get 5 more yards.
Well, if it wasn't for Brody Brickman, that might look a lot smarter than it was. He was the only defender left on that side of the field, and he thought he could cut it all the way back, and then he saw Brickman. He needed to put his foot in the ground and try to beat him vertically, not try to bubble around him, but
it's been one of those nights here. Warnament going to get another carry, and he's going to get across the 50-yard line and keep it that way this time as he makes it up to the 45 from the other side. Another huge gain for Cal Warnament. So that's a 9-yard run for Warnament. And he's starting to pick up some chunk yardage here with about 90 seconds left in the contest. Warnament, as you see, he's down there on the sideline coming off the field. Senior leader for the Senecas, not really having the type of senior night he had hoped before, but that's kind of how it goes sometimes in football. Good thing is he has another week to come out here and play again as the playoffs are near. I believe it was Nolan Lee who got the carry on that one. So number 24, Nolan Lee, first carry of the night. Down to 1 minute here. Again, we've got our post-game show coming up here in a short amount of time. Want to take a look around some more area scores. We'll check out tonight's action. And, of course, we've got to name our player of the game for this Week 10 matchup. Coleman intercepted again. And it's going to be Wyman with the interception this time as he's going to be taken down around the 40-yard line. And that should do it here in Tiffin, Ohio.
It should do it. It will do it.
Should.
30.
You haven't heard of the 30-point play? It's a new rule the OHSAA just put in.
What does it look like?
Well, first you have to have the ball. Okay, yeah. So that helps. You have to lateral the ball 5 times.
Okay.
You have to kick it forward 5 yards and then throw the ball for a touchdown.
I hadn't heard that one. I'll email the rules committee.
It worked on Tecmo Super Bowl all those years ago. I'd play as the Minnesota Vikings, and they lateral it around, and then you throw it long, touchdown. Works every time, all the time. That's a Nintendo Entertainment System, Zachary. NES.
I had the Nintendo Wii. That helps.
Yes, it does a little bit. And there you go, victory formation, and the clock is just going to go away. And the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains are going to remain undefeated, outright SBC champions. As you see, Coach Colatrulio congratulating his team, and a huge, huge victory for Hopewell-Loudon tonight.
It was all Chieftains. I mean, they played really, really well. They dominated the line of scrimmage. We'll talk about this a little bit in the post-game show here. We'll stick around for that. But, man, they have just been really, really good all season. This is a great moment for Coach Colatrulio and his squad. I mean, this is a dynasty like this division has never seen.
No question. It's undefeated is a huge accomplishment. A league title is a huge accomplishment, but if you would go down there and ask any one of them, and of course we will do this, I'm sure every one of them will say, look, this was the first goal. The next one's coming up because second season is right around the corner, and they'll have a home football playoff game coming up next week. So 26-0, that's your final score from Frost County Stadium. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important.
I said, do we do nutter or do we do quarter?
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future, one part at a time. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to our post-game show here at Heart of Ohio Sports. I'm Dominic Helmstetter, Zach Dillon sitting right next to me here, and we had one heck of a matchup here between two SBC teams, and it was the undefeated Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, who came out with a huge 26-0 victory. And oh my goodness, did they look good tonight as they get ready for the playoffs next week.
Yeah, absolutely. They dominated the line of scrimmage. They were effective in the running and passing game. Their defense was shut down. They did everything right, and they looked like a playoff team. They looked like the member of this dynasty that they have created, right? Back-to-back undefeated seasons, their fifth undisputed title. I mean, they are just on a run like this division has not seen.
All right, how did we get here? Well, let's do a quick recap. It started off there with a 10-minute drive in the first quarter that led to a Frankert 7-yard touchdown pass, 6-0. Second quarter comes around, Calatrulio gets a 58-yard touchdown catch. Martinez follows that up with a 12-yard touchdown catch on a 7-minute drive. 17 total minutes of time possession there in the first half of play. And then Hopewell-Loudon just kept piling it on. Martinez gets a second score in the third quarter, and then the interception started to fall for the Chieftain defense as they were able to pick off Coleman twice in the fourth quarter, 26-0. That's how it went. So that's a pretty big thing. We're looking around here. I think we got our player of the game coming up here. He's so excited. And we're going to take a short 30-second break. We're going to get our player of the game settled in here. We're going to have a nice little conversation, and we will be right back. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
All right, welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports, 26-0 victory for the Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains. And joining me up here in the booth, we've got our player of the game, and I am so thrilled to introduce Will Nutter, number 70. We don't get a lot of big men up here, so first off, how's that feel?
It feels great. I remember seeing Braylon come up here a few times, so it's nice to say I got it for once.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Gosh, undefeated. How does that feel? I mean, I never did that in high school.
It feels great, especially after last year. Missing that whole season, watching them play, it just feels great to beat Calvert, win the league, go undefeated. Feels great.
All right, so I need to ask here, the defensive line extraordinaire, offensive line extraordinaire, which side do you like to play more? I got to know.
That's a hard one. Most of the time I'd say defense.
Okay.
Just because I feel like that's my strong suit.
Definitely.
I feel like I'm a lot better mentally, just seeing it where everything's at. But offense today, we just dominated. We could not be stopped today. Today it was offense.
Okay, so first half, you guys had 17 minutes of time possession. We lost track after that. It was just so dominant. I mean, how does that really feel when you just go out there and you take what you want? I mean, you guys really did a great job of just doing your game plan and controlling the line.
Yeah, it felt great. I mean, I came in a little nervous. Won't lie. Calvert, always nerve-wracking.
They're a good team.
League championship.
Yeah.
Came out there, we knew what we had to do, just pound the ball. We came in with a plan, and that was to run the ball, and with Braylon and Kellen and Jacoby passing it, and we did it. That's what we did.
All right, so I got to talk about you again here. So how hard is it? You are kind of just pushing and blocking 1 minute, but then on the other side, you said you like defense.
Yeah.
You're going all out, and we saw so many times you're nearly knocking the ball down. Yep. When they're throwing it, and then you're chasing them down 15 yards down the field. I mean, that's got to be a different mindset because you can't do that on offense.
Yeah, on offense for sure. It's stay in your gap. Our coaches say stay on your train tracks. Train tracks. Go get that down block, get to the linebacker, and then on defense, I have B gap or I have C gap, and then go get the ball. That's about it.
All right, so I have to ask. Again, what do you think the defining play of the night was? Was it that first drive just in general where you took almost 10 minutes off the clock there in the first quarter?
I'd say it was either that one, just wearing them down, letting them know that we're here, this is our place, haven't lost here, or the one, it might have been our second score, I forget, where me and Joe, our right tackle, switched sides, and it was a wheel. Braylon runs through the gap. We thought he's wide open. I thought that one, either the first drive was just getting us going, and that score right there sealed the game, I thought. Nice. So fun stat for you. You guys have not lost to Calvert since 2019. Yeah, that is awesome. That's a tough thing to do. I mean, this is like a bitter rivalry between the two of you. Oh, it always is. It always is.
All right, so undefeated SBC champs. We were talking about it after the game was over. Goal number 1, right? What's the next one?
It's new season. We're 0-0. Our new goal: win each week. Nothing's guaranteed after this, but I mean, we just gotta go week by week and hopefully get to that regional championship and do something great.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Will. We really appreciate you coming up here, spending a little time with us. Huge victory. And we've got a couple goodies here for you. You can, show Braylon what you get this time. We've got a little Hugo's gift card for you, so enjoy that. And, of course, we've got a perfectly sized Player of the Game T-shirt for you, brought to you by Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink. So enjoy that shirt. Wear it with pride.
Oh, yeah,
and, again, congratulations on a huge victory, and good luck next week with the playoffs starting up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, we'll be right back here in a moment, and we'll wrap up as we have our, post-game show continuing.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, our post-game show here from Tiffin, Ohio, Frost County Stadium. The Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, the undefeated Hopewell-Loudon Chieftains, 26-0 as they're able to take down the Calvert Senecas on senior night. Of course, we had moments ago our big player of the game coming in, and you can see all the guys. They're jealous. Look at that. He's none other than number 70, Will Nutter. He's got that player of the game T-shirt, and he's got bragging rights there. As you see, getting the high five. And you heard it here. He's like, look, goal number 1 accomplished. Now it's time to move on to the second season, get ready for the playoffs, one day at a time, one game at a time, and that's what we're looking forward to here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the Extreme. All right, Zach, playoff preview. Let's take a little bit of a look around the area here. We, of course, have been keeping our eyes on teams like Seneca East and Mohawk as we've had a chance to see them sometime this season.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think next week, obviously Nate has the final decision, and we're going to wait till Selection Sunday to see what's going to happen. But more than likely, we'll probably see Calvert, and we'll probably see Mohawk next week. I've been told that there is some kind of a studio show coming up afterwards. We'll sit down and talk about that maybe not, but right now Mohawk on top of Seneca East in the fourth quarter. It's 15-6. So it looks like Ben Bogner and the boys are coming out with that one.
All right, so a huge victory for the Chieftains, and you see the crew down there, a group of seniors. And of course, we didn't get a chance to look at some of the good, the bad. I don't know if you want to go there or you just want to keep talking playoffs here, because there's a lot that you can kind of get into with the playoffs. I see you got our schedule going up there and kind of laying things out. Again, we could be covering Calvert, Hopewell-Loudon, Mohawk, Seneca East, any number of those teams from the Seneca County area. Just kind of waits for that selection show, like you said.
Yeah, and again, we're looking at Division 6, Region 22. Hopewell on top improves now to 9-0 here. Looking at some of the other teams, Seneca East, they were at 6-3, and they were at the 8th seed, and they have a three-way tie here for that. Three different teams at 6-3 there in that record. We're going to talk to Connor here, who might give us a little bit more insight.
Well, I just wanted to be on the mic with you guys too, but you were talking about Mohawk going away. Nothing's guaranteed in Seneca East. Seneca East just scored a touchdown.
Seneca East just scored a touch. So again, that game not over. Those are going to be.
Zach, you jinxed it, because during the broadcast you said, I figured it'd be a higher scoring affair.
I
They're starting to toss it around now.
But those are the teams. What we're looking out for here at Heart of Ohio Sports, again, Nate Mullins and crew have the final say over everything, but we want to cover Tiffin team. So Calvert, Hopewell, if it's a 1 versus 16 seed matchup, I mean, maybe we might pick a more competitive game. Mohawk, Seneca East. I mean, a lot of different things to talk about there.
And you also have the potential of seeing where Calvert lands after this unfortunate loss tonight, and Mohawk win, they could meet each other up next week in a 6 versus 11 seed.
That would be a fantastic showdown. They met in week 1, and of course Calvert came out with a victory. I would love to see that one.
28-27 game, and then you can potentially go over to Mohawk and play that round 2. So
something tells me that's one Nate's going to steal.
Oh, man.
I won't get to see that.
Yeah.
For sure.
That would be some good football to watch. All right, gentlemen, parting shots here with playoffs, tonight's contest. Anything you want to lay out there? Connor, let's start over there with you.
I mean, going into tonight, we knew that Hopewell was a very tough and physical team. A 26-0, just complete dominance. Not completely in our cards what we were expecting, but that just shows to prove what a threat they are in this area and what they could do potentially this postseason and make another state Final Four run potentially.
Yeah, no doubt. So Hopewell-Loudon, a team to keep an eye on here. As you heard there with Connor, just looking to make a statement, build on what they were able to do last year. All right, Zach, parting shot. What's going on in your mind?
Connor's talking about Hopewell, rightfully so. I'm going to talk about Mohawk. They are a team that has been putting together a really good season. They've dealt with injuries. They're healthy now. This is a team that I think can surprise people. They can go on a run. And if Bogner plays up to the level that he has been, if you can get Bish involved, you can get their other guys.
Boy.
They are a dangerous team. They have weapons. Patrizzi there lead the way on defense. I mean, they have some studs over there. And so I would like to see what they can really do if they're moving as a unit through the playoffs.
That was such a fun football game to watch last week against Cary. And like you said, Bogner is just an outstanding athlete. Two-way quarterback threat there. Just so many good things. I'm going to take the unconventional route, and I'm going to give a big shout-out to Tiffin Columbian. All right, congratulations. You made the playoffs. Enjoy it. You don't always get to enjoy the playoffs, so enjoy that. Just play as hard as you can. That's what I'm going to say.
All right, 21-13 now. Mohawk responds. Back and forth now. In the games we've covered over there, that last 6 minutes, it's always a back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, what I was going to say, Dom, your Colombian Tornadoes, right now, one of your favorite teams, a team that you have a lot of history with, is Perkins. All over them right now. So that's
they are mad that I'm not there. That's what it is.
that Perkins coaching staff.
We're good friends. We are good friends there. All right, speaking of friends, gentlemen, I think it's about time to call it to an end here on the Extreme. So speaking for everybody here, we've got Connor Roush, Jacob Ellis, Zach Dillon here, Dominic Helmstetter. Thank you for joining in. Stay tuned. We'll have our post-game or our, playoff schedule posted as soon as we've got the selection done. But thank you for tuning in. You've watched Heart of Ohio Sports on the Extreme.